Hey, how's it going, you guys? Mad Monkey 661 here. I have no idea what happened right there in the beginning of this video. I didn't really let the other video render, but this might be the one that goes up today, instead of the one I just previously recorded. What I was trying to talk to you guys about in the previous video that I recorded while doing live commentary, um, was that I'm having a little bit of a decision-making moment where, for again, you guys are into Kamen Rider know that sometimes the belts don't have they're not the size you would expect if you're like a collector, because when it comes down to the toy, this is just based for a child. um it's not meant for, and it is modification selection, complete modification selection that Bandai releases, belts that people, the community might be asking for, show accurate. Now, um to those that watch the show and see that some people can potentially make a I know, when it came down to me buying my first Kamen Rider belt, I bought, and the one problem I definitely ended up was that the belt was pretty much,
Come on.
um,
Fucking Campbell, little bitch.
the belt was almost 3 times smaller than my fucking body. Now, I at that point said, okay, it's gonna come down to me customizing an old belt, isn't it? And that's exactly what I ended up doing. It came down to me having to find an old belt I had that I pretty much said, fuck it, this belt I've had for who knows how long. The material's still sturdy enough to use as a belt, and I said, alright, I'll use it. So that day I went out, bought a complete new belt because I was gonna need a new belt if I was gonna replace it with a, you know, a belt for my Kamen Rider toy. So when I went to the store, bought myself a new belt, I was looking for tools to be able to make this modification to my belt. And when it really came down to it, I pretty much already had the tools at home, and I didn't even buy any tools when I went out. Um, Now, this process that I took with the belt took me about 2 to 3 days. So, bear with me the fact that making a belt modification, especially for, a Kamen Rider belt, can be a lengthy process. In my case, I thankfully was not stupid enough to, um, continue on down the path of being dumb, and I went down the path of thinking about this logically, and when it truly came down to it, um, it took me 2 to 3 days, and my belt was actually better than most modified belts that some people, ask like a high amount, a ridiculous amount of cash for. I think at one point saw somebody trying to sell a belt for um, a belt modification for close to, I think, $100, and it was even with you giving the person um, the belt yourself, and you're pretty much giving them your own personal belt to do this modification with, and he was still charging like more than most people would, especially for a modification that you are like pretty much giving them the material to do it on. And um, to me that doesn't sit right. I don't believe in you having to pay like a ridiculous amount of money for a completely new modified belt for your cosplay if that's what you're gonna end up using the belt for. In my sense, like how I made my belt, I was thinking about using it as like a daily driver, as in using the driver almost every day as an actual like imagine like a belt buckle. That was my intent with the belt when it came down to it. I was gonna use it as a normal belt, and it would still function as a belt, and the driver would look like a belt buckle. And again, I can still do that, but the loops in my pants are not big enough for the the big bulky plastic to go through. So I'm gonna have to modify that a little bit to, of course, make sure I'm gonna be able to use it as a daily driver. But besides that factor, I pretty much have a completely modified belt, which I pretty much did for free. Now, of course, I'm not gonna say I'm gonna do this service for free, and I'm also not gonna say I'm gonna end up making you pay $100 for a complete modified belt that you are pretty much giving me the belt to do it on. That's further from the truth. If I were to charge anything for this service, it would be maybe $20 to $30. You see, even when it comes down to shipping, I would deal with that myself. Um, because of course my postal service um, is not like the biggest assholes in the world. Um, I think the last time I sent something out, they pretty much just asked me for like $5, and they would send out whatever I gave them. And it weighed in some the last package I sent almost weighed 20 pounds. And that services charge through pounds, and the people just said, look, we know it's just a bunch of little miscellaneous stuff, so just give us a $5 bill and you're done. I said, all right, no problem. Um,
Oh, sorry, teammate.
I handed the $5 bill, and they sent it out for me, and I said, all right, no problem. Uh, so when again it comes down to this belt, I will more than likely charge maybe $20, $30 max if I'm gonna do something like this. Um, I'm not gonna be charging like ridiculous amounts of money for this. Um, Now, of course, when it comes to me customizing your belt that you might send me, or if you want me to get a specific material to make you this belt, I just need you guys to understand that when it comes to making this is going to be the disclaimer, maybe a little bit modified from what I'm saying now, but it will take time. If you want a perfect belt, especially made out of a material that you want, if you don't give me a belt, um, it will take a little bit of time. Um, so again, I would like you to bear with me if you ask me to build you a belt. Um, so again, you guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Anything else I have to say about this, I will bring in another video. Um, Honestly, this wasn't even like the video I wanted to bring out to talk to you guys about this, but I found it the only way to bring it to you guys and say like, hey, look, I'm gonna start offering this service to you guys if you would like it. Now, you might hear little kids talking in the background. Of course, I'm playing a live game without a party open. That was my fault. Um, but again, I don't know when this service will be available, but I will update you guys as much as I can when I end up finding out how I can start doing this as like a little bit of a side thing for you guys who, have belts and other people are like offering almost, like some of the most expensive prices for them just to modify one belt that you have. So again, you guys, I do hope you understand that this isn't like an advertisement for a business I'm trying to do for you guys. Like, I'm not trying to promote myself. This is just a service I am thinking about offering. I'm not saying this is anywhere close to being, a finished product of an idea. This is just an idea. It's in its state where I'm thinking about it. It's very good idea in my case. Um, and I would be able to do it for a little to cheap, unless you guys want me to get material. Um, so I'm gonna leave you guys with that and understanding that this is still in the testing stages. I will make a video showing you what I did, what the belt I had. Um, you guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. Like, comment, subscribe. I will have content coming out today out the wazoo. Um, and also because of the belt, because I'm going to show you guys what I did with my belt. I might wear it to demonstrate it. I might just find a table to put it on and show you guys what I did. But again, hope you enjoyed. More videos will be coming out tonight or later today. Hopefully this upload only takes about an hour, so I have some time to review and show you guys what belt modification I did to mine. So I will see you guys.